Now, something just to think about from this point of view, if the Fed cuts interest rates near an all-time high, they've done that twice so far this year, back in September and then on October 28th. And
Okay.
they might next week. We found 21 times where the Fed cut interest rates, Todd, within 2% of all-time high. The S&P 500 a year later is higher 21 times. Every single time the S&P is higher a year later if they cut near all-time highs. So there is that saying, don't fight the Fed. The
Yeah.
economy is strong. Yes. Are there cracks? Yes. We still think a couple more cuts make sense. I mean, where's the economy weak? The housing market, small businesses, some of the areas that are really impacted by higher interest rates. So it's a tough situation. I mean, I get it. There's a reason nobody's too sure about all this stuff. But we still think a couple cuts make sense. And last comment, who's in charge of the Fed? Jerome Powell. For how much longer? Through May. Well, by the time people listen to this, Kevin Hassett sounds like he's the odds-on favorite to maybe be announced as the next Fed chairperson. I don't know when it's going to happen, but that's what's being out there. He's dovish, right? I mean, we know that. So you're going to have more of a dovish Fed next year. So there's probably going to be 3 or 4 more cuts next year. Could the Fed, what's a big worry? Maybe inflation starts to creep up. The economy starts to overheat. You start to actually see a better, stronger economy. Now, that's maybe a good problem to have if we get there. But the reality is, again, that's kind of how we see it. More cuts are coming, and that's how we're positioning our portfolios.